Y'all two are questionable.
I kind of want to vote you because like that's easy, but then I'm kind of like.
But are you throwing this out to throw us off of you?
And who?
I think she's the
I
Beyonce
don't.
hater, yo.
Oh my God!
I think she's the Beyonce hater.
We brought together 7 Beyoncé fans.
I'm a Beyonce fan.
I am 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 a Beyonce fan.
One is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do something fun and different for today's video, something that I think you guys might be interested in. This is going to be more of an educational kind of body language video as opposed to just a general reading. But before I get too far into the video, I do want to thank Scentbird for sponsoring me. It feels really good to be back and partnering again with a brand that I seriously love. And if you don't mind, I think I'll insert an ad break here. This is my cat, Bird. And this is Bird with today's sponsor, Scentbird. Now, obviously cats have no use for perfume or cologne, except for if they happen to want to smell something nice like Bird was doing here. However, I, a human, can find multiple uses for this kind of stuff, and so can my sister, another human. Scentbird is a monthly subscription service for humans that allows you guys to sample over 600 brands in the fragrance, cosmetics, and skincare categories. You'll be able to choose from their wide selection of fragrances and have the rollerball size perfume shipped to your door for just $15. These fragrances are really simple to use. They come in nice packaging. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just twist the top up, spray the perfume, twist the top down when you're done. These are perfect for travel and on-the-go use, and I truly do use my Scentbird fragrances quite often.
I've actually been using this. I put it in my purse.
I promise you, I didn't hold a gun up to her head to make her say
I
that.
actually have been using it my first day of college, and I was like, smelling good, so.
My favorite right now is Fantasia by Anna Sui, but I also got to try out the fragrances Get a Room and Drunk on Youth. Now, if you're interested in Scentbird the way the majority of humans and animals in my life are, I do have a code that you can use for 30% off your first perfume. Link in description. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Alright, now that that's out of the way, I can start by saying that Jubilee is probably one of my favorite channels to watch on YouTube. They make a lot of great content and their team just seems super wholesome in general. I'm also a sucker for game shows, and I really wanted to watch this video for the first time and try to guess along with you guys who the liar is. So it's time to test out my human lie detector skills and to show you the process that goes behind me determining who is lying to my frickin' face. So, let's do this.
Who hates Beyonce?
Okay, so in this opening shot, I wanted to see if anyone was super stiff. You can kind of only see like about 4 people on the screen right now. What I'm looking for is like stiffness, but also signs of anxiety, any kind of nervous tics.
Who saw the Beyonce Netflix special?
I think the whole world.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, look, they didn't raise their hand.
I was saying, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see it.
In this opening shot, Brandon is taking control. You've kind of got Raul, who seems like he's a little more closed off. He's got his arms crossed. He seems almost like he is coming into this in defense mode. I think Raul is being honest when he says he didn't see it. I don't see why he'd have a reason to lie about that. I also think that Raul may be coming in a little bit more defensive because maybe he is a Beyonce fan, but probably not the best Beyonce fan. So everybody else is raising their hand after Brandon asks this question, except for Sebastian. He kind of halfway raises it and then puts it back down. That could be a sign of not being like super firm in what you're saying. And he did kind of give a, oh, of course everybody in the world's seen this kind of answer, so like,
What is Beyonce Homecoming about?
I didn't see it.
Uh-oh, we got him.
But that doesn't mean he doesn't.
Honestly,
Okay,
for me,
this is like the
I just asked a question.
It just went so fast. Everyone was talking over each other, and I knew the decision that came out of that would not have been good.
Michael seems a little bit overwhelmed by the energy in the room, maybe because he might be a more casual Beyonce fan.
Mind you, this is what my Spotify was on when I came here. So
Oh yeah, all right. He did that in the bathroom.
But we don't know that.
In the beginning round, I thought for sure that it was Cody.
I got artists of the same genre tattoo. I got
But you
J.
don't
Cole on
got
my back and
Beyonce
Nipsey.
tattoo.
No, but I am getting Lauryn Hill. I am getting Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu that really sing.
But that's not Beyonce.
I think that Cody might be trying to pander a little bit. I mean, he could be a fan. He probably is. I can see Cody being a Beyonce fan.
What Austin Powers movie did Beyonce play?
Look, I'm just gonna be real. I think we should like be making it about like Beyonce herself, not like where she's in or what she's doing and stuff. Like the music itself.
No, it's all
Like the
about
music.
You're a liar. Oh. He was just like, yup, I'm here.
I thought he didn't know anything.
Interesting that Sebastian said he thought that Cody didn't know anything because they didn't even really ask Cody about Beyonce trivia. So
I knew it was between me and Cody. I almost 100% knew Cody wasn't the mole, but I still voted for him to stay in. I thought that I could sway people later on.
interesting that Raul said he almost 100% for certain knew that he wasn't the mole.
I saw him and I saw him. I counted the letter.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is already out of the game.
It's too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon. It's too soon.
So after this first round, I don't think that Cody is the mole, and I don't think that Raul is the mole. But everybody else I'm still kind of skeptical of.
Who do we know for sure is a
Me.
Beyonce
I
fan?
think you're a Beyonce fan for sure.
Y'all two are questionable.
Let's go around at least really quickly and say, when did we fall in love with Beyonce?
The womb.
I fell in love with Destiny's Child with the song Dangerously in Love.
Okay.
And I was like deeply obsessed with this guy named Rune. He had like brown eyes and they also had a song Brown Eyes.
Maybe Say My Name was like the first one I saw. Singing and dancing and like moving and stuff. Like
I have a question.
Okay.
Who was in the original Destiny's Child?
Like all of them.
Like who
band
was in,
members?
like when Destiny's Child started?
Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, then Brie, I think. That's all I know.
I think it stresses Raul out to know that he maybe doesn't know as much as the other people do about Beyonce, but that doesn't mean that he's not a fan.
I don't know the
Rihanna?
other girl's name either. I just
Rihanna?
know it wasn't
Okay,
Michelle.
well, let's
Yeah.
move
But
on.
if he would have
Let's
said
go to the
Michelle, then I would have known.
I definitely think that Tamara is a fan.
When I just saw the Netflix special, I just saw like her work ethic. I saw like how she put that whole thing together.
I think that Brandon is a fan.
But what a... Okay.
No, because before, listen.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's so.
I think that Michael has been very quiet and standoffish, and that is a little concerning to me.
Everybody already liked Beyonce, you know? Already liked all her songs.
Can you understand why someone wouldn't like Beyonce?
I mean, that's for like a Beyonce stan, right? They'll be like, no, there's no way you can't like Beyonce.
Stan is a fan.
I'm just, no, stan is crazy. A stan is crazy, you feel me?
Crazy in love.
You can't understand if somebody said, oh, I don't like Beyonce. You'll be like, what? That's
Yes.
so absurd. She's
Yes.
perfect.
Why are
is
we just writing you guys off as all solid?
Exactly.
Because we know that they're children.
Beyonce fan.
We all just jumped on somebody. And so I was trying to bring reason to it a little bit and figure out like, why are we jumping on this person? You have a more like of a stronger argument than him.
I believe
'Cause him,
that.
I'm like,
I think we should be talking about everyone's arguments as well.
He's saying
Interesting that Michael didn't have really any reaction to that.
everybody because he want to keep the focus off himself.
Raul's stressed out.
By trying to turn it around in a very non-discreet way, I just became the focal point for more attacks.
This is how we gonna put it to rest right now. Do a part of the single ladies dance, Beyonce.
I'm actually starting. All right, well, you do it too.
Okay, back to back, do it.
Turn his back. Turn his back so he can't see me do it.
Isn't that interesting how Michael was called to dance but then completely deferred over to Raul and Brandon?
So he can't see me do it.
And you at the
Alright.
same time.
Okay, but
Wait,
how does it start?
come on.
Like, how does the dance?
Wait,
I
like
don't
three-
know the whole
Give another move other than that.
I can do.
That's
I'll
what
do
I'm
the.
saying. If he don't know that,
I can do like the main move. I don't know anything like else.
he don't know this, y'all.
But I also kind of believe that more. This is like the most known move. At least Raul, he like tried to do something. It didn't look good, but he tried.
Spencer seems like he is very much so over-exaggerating his love for Beyonce. It could read as deception, but it could also read as like, I think he's just wanting to establish his dominance in the room as like a huge Beyonce lover.
He was trying to do more like this,
that.
which is more like.
He wasn't trying to do that.
You can tell.
Son, I just shook my ass for fucking YouTube, son. I'm putting it out there.
In the box where she put his stuff, what direction did she put it?
You know, that was actually a really funny question. You can kind of see Sebastian struggle to find that funny. I don't know, he kind of gives this coy smile and breaks eye contact. And I noticed that Sebastian kind of stepped backward away from the group when that question was asked. And Tamara laughed. Raul throws his hands up, touches his head, and Brandon steps forward to address Spencer.
He literally says it in the song.
What direction was it?
Yeah, to the left.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
I need a harder question.
Once that 4 of them were united, I knew it was like kind of game over there.
Do we know her birthday?
Oh, I do.
You guys know her birthday?
I do.
It didn't feel like they weren't fans. I didn't get the vibe that they were like crazy about Beyonce, but I also didn't get the vibe that they hated Beyonce.
He knows
I don't know it. I'm just gonna say it.
But I don't know. I'm still feeling.
Come on.
You guys, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say, like, facts. I don't think that's what being a fan's about.
The reason I voted for him was just the dancing. I'm not trying to be shady, but like.
Sebastian feels like he has to give a reason for every person he votes off, which is interesting.
Nothing personal, honey.
No, I don't think that was the right decision.
I don't either.
Should we talk about one song that hits home?
Sebastian is kind of leading the conversations.
I love Halo. I can see your halo. That's a great song, beautiful song.
Do you know any more other than the chorus?
Everywhere I look at now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
We'll
surrounded
take
by
it.
your embrace. As soon as the 4 of them banded together, I knew I was next. So I was trying to fight.
I would say Love Drought.
Okay, he's a fan, because
He's
like
a
no
fan.
random person is gonna say
No,
that.
Love
so.
Drought.
Someone could have easily Googled Beyonce songs and found one that isn't as known and said that.
I do love 6-inch heels.
Yes.
Like, I feel like a baddie when I listen to it.
Fancy by Destiny's Child. Like, I think it was from Fulfilled.
Interesting that Sebastian felt as though he needed to say, like, the album title. And again, it was a Destiny's Child song. It wasn't a Beyonce song.
My gut told me Brandon. After that, I was like, wait. Something's off here. Someone can know like a bunch of stuff about Beyonce, but still hate on her.
But are you throwing this out to throw us off of you now?
And who?
No.
I believe Michael.
And
I would never.
I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like Cody was the mole.
Rahul, he got very sort of like aggressive-ish. You shouldn't know the dance. You shouldn't know the songs. You shouldn't know facts. I'm like, and
But then you're
what do
winning the
you
fan.
know about Beyonce?
I kind of want to vote you because like that's easy.
Yeah.
But then I'm kind of like, you know how the Beehive works.
That was a really strange sigh from Sebastian.
The haters are part of the group.
That's why I think we're good. I don't think.
Yeah, but I think we should just vote you out for security and then be good.
Okay, right now I'm in between Sebastian and Michael. And if it's not one of those two, I will be actually very surprised.
You could feel like the energy in this damn square. Illuminati. Oh no, it's not a pyramid.
I think she's the
I
Beyonce
don't.
hater, yo.
Oh my God.
I think it would be silly to assume that she's the Beyonce hater. So especially with that big of a reaction that she had, she seems like offended by that.
No, it's not. Let Lord Jesus strike me now. I am a fan. Just for that, I'm gonna vote for you. Just for that. Bye.
Boy, bye.
I don't.
Oh.
Are you about to go for me?
I don't know. I am
No, I'm up
99%
for it.
sure.
I'm totally up
And
for
I
it.
am 99% sure you are. But that 1%, I'm gonna be hot if somebody.
But you don't feel that 1% for him?
I don't know.
I'm
I'd
ready to
raise
go
my
on the chopping
hand.
block.
I think it's fair that y'all
Go head to head.
go head to head.
I do believe that we already got them all, and I do.
Interesting that Sebastian reacts so quickly to that. There's a head nod in the positive and then down into the negative, which is a very odd movement to make.
I believe he knows more about Beyonce than I do. Just want to clarify that before we even start.
He won't look Spencer in the eye, and he's kind of dancing. Look at him dancing. He throws his feet up. He's shaking. I think I know who it is.
Start anything.
Okay.
I'm 50-50 on that too.
Because it's Beyonce hater.
Well, see, and I listened to like the music, but I was also big on Beyonce's like movie career because I'm a movie.
Sebastian's kind of gripping the sides of his little, I don't know, jacket thing, rubbing his stomach, maybe to calm down his anxiety.
Hold on.
I heard that,
I'll
yes.
say this much. How come all the songs you named was Destiny's Child
Tamara, she's smart.
and not just Beyonce?
Because that's when my love for Beyonce started.
That's true.
Honey, everyone has a start, honey. And I'm a little older, you know, so Destiny's Child was my thing back in the day.
No, I think it's safe. I think you're safe.
I think you're
Beyonce
safe. I just had to
fan.
ask that for my own clarification, boo.
Okay, I think they're being manipulated.
See, you have 1% about me. I got like 10% about you.
I do think he's a fan. I don't think he's a
And
hater.
he like talked about her movie career. Like she did a movie on MTV. A
But
lot of people
I feel
don't
like
know
that's
that.
the stuff that haters know, actually. Her movie career.
Oh, see, I loved it.
Maybe I'm just like
You see her in
connecting.
Obsessed when she's like, "You think I'm crazy? I'll show you crazy.
Okay.
Try me, bitch."
So you know what?
That was good.
So I think it's safe to say we're all Beyonce fans.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that we're all Beyonce fans because I think Sebastian is the Beyonce hater.
Is it too late to change our minds, or do we really gotta vote somebody else? Can we deliberate in the corner?
Why can't it just
Yeah,
be
actually-
who knows the most about Beyonce?
I was absolutely terrified that I was gonna get voted out. I don't know her middle name. Like, I barely know my middle name on a given day. Because that doesn't automatically make a fan.
True.
You could have studied.
I don't study, but I
don't
know
know.
my queen.
I don't know.
I'm going back and forth between Sebastian and Michael, Sebastian and Michael. But I really do think that because I don't really know Michael, I can't get a baseline on any of these people. So I'm just kind of going for like the normal signs of stress and anxiety. And to me, Sebastian is showing most of those. I mean, yes, Michael's being very stiff and, you know, he is more on the quiet side. I don't know. I can't really get a good read on him and it's bugging me.
No, you outside of the square. You know?
Okay, I agree.
I felt like we had already gotten the mole out. I felt bad. I'm scared.
I feel like I'm about to get voted. Wow. Okay.
I do think you're a Beyonce fan.
I
Let
do
me
too.
say that. I do
do
think
too.
you're a Beyonce fan.
I do too.
Actually, I know.
I do too. And then Sebastian's hands go straight up to his ears. I think that Sebastian's the mole.
If you think the mole is still in the square.
No, he's the first one to say no.
If the lights turn green, you voted the liar out.
He's kind of dancing, swaying back and forth.
If the lights turn red, the liar's still in the box and you lose.
I'm scared.
I'm a little
me
nervous,
too.
not gonna lie.
I'm sweating. My contour off.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, okay, the mole's still in the box. Mole's still in the
was
box.
It's
I am
you.
appalled.
It's you.
Spencer,
It's him.
It's you.
Destiny Child, my ass.
Yes, it's you.
I think it's Spencer.
No, I think it's you. It's you.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Oh my god, I was right. Okay, I was right. Oh. Hell yeah,
all
bitch,
about
I was
Britney.
right. Oh shit.
You cannot trust anyone. My mind is blown.
I'm fucking pissed.
I'm actually, okay,
Like,
I'm
I'm
so
really
glad now
fucking
I can
pissed
upload
right now.
this.
I didn't know I had that in me, girl. Like, I knew I was shady, but I didn't know I was a liar. I lied real quick.
Now that my initial reading is done and I was right, your girl was right, I want to go back and kind of give you a more like scripted kind of like version of why I believed Sebastian to be the mole. I'm so happy. Okay, all right. Let me just, you know, rewind a bit. In the beginning of the video, when everyone goes down the line and says that they're a Beyoncé fan, Sebastian blinks on the word am,
I am a Beyonce fan.
which was my first small indication of deception. Nobody else blinks on this particular verb. The "I think the whole world has seen it" comment, along with the half-raised hand when asked whether or not he's seen the Beyoncé Netflix special. The constant movement of his legs. He would keep stepping forward and backward in place, seemingly nervous. After pacing, Sebastian doesn't join the team in dogging on Cody when he's explaining his tattoos. Sebastian seems preoccupied. Sebastian leads the group by asking when they all started loving Beyonce, and has a true story about his love for Destiny's Child. I do believe that he was a fan of them. Sebastian did a good job here by mixing a little bit of the truth in with some lies. It reads as genuine, and people blindly took that as confirmation that he liked Beyonce when that isn't ever truly specified. Unnatural movements by pointing at someone whenever a point is made that could potentially catch someone other than him off guard. His mind agrees, and it feels as though the arm movements are afterthoughts to make things more animated. Sebastian stutters on the "I believe him," which was either about Raul or Brandon, which is odd because Sebastian later throws both of them under the bus regardless.
More like of a stronger argument than him.
I believe
'Cause him, I'm
I
like,
think we should be talking about everyone's arguments as well.
He's saying
Sebastian doesn't seem as though he's paying attention to the group when they speak. He asks, "Do we know her birthday?" which phrases the question in a way that helps take the question off of himself. His eyebrows go up, furrow in the middle, and he raises the pitch of his voice slightly while his eyes kind of dart to the side. There's a head shake in the negative while he over-explains why he's voting someone off, and then there's a slow blink on the "I'm not trying to be shady." Another question is led by him, using group addressing language that gets the heat off of him. There's a strange jerky head movement when he agrees with the group to let Brandon slide. He furrows his brows quickly on "okay, okay." The song question stressed him out. His shoulders are stiff, his right arm is flailing about, out of sync with the rest of his body. There's quick eye movement to the constructive side of his brain and a weird panic to add unnecessary details to his answer. Grabbing the sides of his jacket seems to be his self-soothing trick. He has a delayed and a oop reaction with a jerky hand point. It kind of feels dramatic. He is stiff and jerky when he calls out Raul. And the sigh. Come on. Lastly, the entire ending was just a big indicator to me. He was quaking in his boots. So those were the good majority of the signs that I found that indicated deception to me, and hopefully listing them all off like that could help you guys tell who's lying in situations like these in the future. But here is where I'm going to end my video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed me kind of switching things up this time around, and let me know if you'd like to see me do more videos like this in the future. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next video.